Wisdom from the Word. Acts chapter 2, verses 43 through 47, and Acts 4, verses 32 through 35. Welcome to my channel, The Backstory and More. Today I am going to share with you a bit of wisdom from the Word by answering this question. Why should believers seek to meet both the spiritual and the physical needs of those around them? The early church in Acts provides a powerful example of how believers should care for both the spiritual and physical needs of those around them. Acts chapter 2, verses 43 through 47, and Acts chapter 4, verses 32 through 35 show a community of believers who were devoted to prayer, teaching, and worship, while also sharing their resources to ensure no one was in need. From these passages, we can identify three key reasons why Christians should strive to meet both the physical and spiritual needs of others. Number one, it reflects the love and unity of Christ. Acts chapter 2, verse 32 states, "Now the full number of those who believed were of one heart and soul, and no one said that any of the things that belonged to him was his own, but they had everything in common." This verse highlights the deep unity and love among believers. When Christians meet the physical needs of others, it demonstrates the love of Christ in action. Jesus himself ministered to people both spiritually and physically, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and teaching about the kingdom of God. By following his example, believers show that Christianity is not just about words, but about genuine care for the well being of others. Practically, this means being aware of the needs of those in our communities, whether they are struggling financially, emotionally, or physically, and offering help in tangible ways. Second, it strengthens the witness of the church. Acts chapter 2, verse 47 describes how the early church's generosity and love led to others coming to faith, and the Lord added to their number day by day those who were being saved. When believers actively care for the needs of others, it serves as a testimony to the world about the goodness of God. Many people are drawn to the gospel not just through preaching, but through seeing the love of Christ displayed in action. The church's willingness to meet real life needs makes its message credible and attractive to those who might otherwise be skeptical. This can be done through community outreach, food pantries, medical missions, or simply being present in the lives of those who are struggling. Three, it demonstrates good stewardship of God's blessings. Acts chapter 4, verses 34 through 35 says, "There was not a needy person among them, for as many as were owners of lands or houses sold them, and brought the proceeds of what was sold and laid it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed to each as any had need." Everything we have comes from God, and He calls us to use our resources to bless others. Generosity is a key part of Christian stewardship. God does not give us wealth, skills, or time just for our own benefit, but so that we can use them to serve others. When we give to those in need, we reflect God's generosity and faithfulness. Practical ways to meet spiritual and physical needs: providing food and shelter, supporting food banks, homeless shelters, and programs that assist those in need, offering financial assistance, helping those facing economic hardship through donations or job support programs, caring for the sick, visiting the sick, helping with medical expenses, or volunteering in healthcare ministries, encouraging spiritual growth, leading Bible studies, mentoring new believers, and praying for others, building community, creating environments where people feel loved and supported, such as small groups and church fellowship, advocating for justice, supporting causes that help the oppressed and vulnerable, including orphans, widows, and refugees. In conclusion, meeting both spiritual and physical needs is a fundamental part of the Christian life. It reflects God's love, strengthens the witness of the church, and demonstrates good stewardship of God's blessings. By following the example of the early church, believers can be a powerful force for good in the world, drawing others to Christ through both word and action. Thank you so very much for listening. Join me soon for the next Wisdom from the Word. Stay safe and may God bless.